is loss and grief. And so we lose people every day. We get to know how we are going to cope, move on, and accept life for the way they are and for the way things are going to be. We are not really going to be here forever. One day, one time, we are going to leave everything behind, and it's the grim reality of it. So, what I have is just small, basic things. We are going to cover them very quickly, and I'm going to introduce loss as an emotional experience. It's complex emotional experience that people tend to go through when they face significant and other painful challenges in life. So maybe I might change the design a little bit so that it's better now. It's the complex experience and people go through, and if they feel like things are going to change and get to know how to move on, and of course losing something of value in one's life can also be another definition of loss. And of course everyone is bound out to face loss in their lifetime: person, item, animal, you name it. And of course grieving is a natural and necessary process, and we're able to experience and emerge from it from a healthier manner. So when people don't grieve, they end up getting health issues, and of course some of it leads to suicide, and I'll get to talk about it every now and then. And of course it's being a process in which one needs to go through it. And the unfortunate thing is that there's there's lack of support in assisting the people who are in mourning, and surfaces underlying issues, and of course it causes various problems, and this makes grief counseling a necessity. So it's not an option. Of course there's the loss, the being deprived of something or someone one had. Grief is a cognitive physical reaction towards the death of a loved one. Of course it's a natural response to loss. And with that, there's another term I'm going to introduce: bereavement of, and it's a reaction of loved one, and it's a state where one feels that they are faced with a loss. And this term it usually describes the effects experienced from death or significant other. So generally, the whole idea of loss is to loss and grief is to find ways in which people can be able to grieve, to understand that loss isn't something to let something go. It takes time. But here in Africa, you find that very many people may not understand this, and especially here at my home, and people will do things in the way that might not be really healthy, and may cause a lot of distraction, and of course opening up old wounds. And very many people end up getting through loss, they end up getting mental issues, depression being one of them. And that is why within 2 years after grieving if one grieving it's out of the counselor's hands, and it becomes a psychiatric problem now because that grief was way too long, 4 years, 3 years. And that is why after 6 months, if this person is not able to cope with the loss of their loved one, it's important for them to seek counseling. And of course, getting to know what they can do in order to move on with life, because there are high chances that this person might also take their own life if not taken care of right from the word go. But it's the lack of knowledge that people have. At times you can say it's the lack of empathy, and that is why people tend to do things that are not meant to be done. And of course, there is the type of losses: freedom, quarantine, curfew controls. The COVID, when we had the pandemic, of course, is a type of loss. Self-identity as an individual, death of a loved one or a significant other can be a family member, friend, or even a pet. That's communication from a group. Relocation can feel like this person has left everything behind: friends, family, and of course, there's the divorce. If things don't work out, if one is cheating the other, separation due to work and other commitments, and of course engagement, leaving your family behind, being engaged to someone else, thinking leaving the old life behind, starting a new one as a husband or a wife. Of course, that these types of losses can be psychological aspects of social interactions. It cannot be seen, nor can it be touched, and of course, there's the relationship loss, job losses. Um, if 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 like the COVID period when jobs were being cut because of how things were, and the economy and all that, can be a loss. Other romantic relationships, um, to end it is through a breakup or a divorce, or it's or distracting of family members. It maybe at some point it never worked. Of course, there's possessions or home, losing it to fire, natural disaster, and yeah, these people also need support or like treasured objects from phones, electronic phones, tractors, furniture, finances, land, evictions, grabbing, robbery, floods, auction, animals, jewelry. Then there's the developmental loss of childhood, loss to adolescent aging, graying of hair, loss of strength, menopause, body image, retirement, and of course retrenchment. Some of these losses, like retirement, you've done worked a place for over the years, and this that feeling you're going to leave behind, or wondering, how will my workplace move on without me. But it's also about opening another chapter in life as far as developmental loss is concerned. And of course, there's that aspect of loss, self loss, fragility, ambitions, reputation, self-esteem, health, terminal illnesses. You did things like you had but now you can't, like cancer. Of course, I'm going to go through grief now. Uh, Grief is a natural response to loss, and it's an unique individual process people go through in terms of the reality of their loss and it to encompasses a wide range of thoughts, behaviors, and can manifest differently in each person. It's about being patient, living our life every day with memories, comfort, teach us about our feelings, and of course, it's a necessity to grieve. And of course, there are two types of grief. There are grievers, there is the instrumental grievers, and then there's the intuitive grievers. They seek more problem to approach to healing, distract energy and activities. There's the intuitive grievers express their grief through emotions and feelings, and then they develop extreme emotional symptoms through sharing their thoughts, their feelings, and their feelings to others. This is just it as far as grieving is concerned, and getting to know how, at least as for a start, to know what loss is and what grief is, to know that losing someone isn't easy. There's the pain in it, but for this one, I can say thank you for making it count. Thank you for watching.